Well, domestic violence incidents have a ripple effect that spreads beyond the people directly involved into their families and communities. Knowing the signs of abuse can help when dealing with victims and may even save someone's life.
Anthony Jenkins Jr. spoke with a counselor about what you need to know about domestic violence. He joins us live in the studio with more.
Yes, that's right, Grace and Marcus. Domestic violence is becoming more common for people of all ages, and knowing how to get connected with the proper resources is just one way to prevent someone from getting injured or help them get out of a bad situation. According to national data, in the United States, 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men aged 18 and older have been victims of some form of violence with an intimate partner. This type of violence is becoming more common, and law enforcement, counseling services, and the community are working together to make sure victims have access to help and offenders are held accountable.
Domestic violence comes down to, not to oversimplify it, it's power. It's having power over another person.
Administrator for Winston County Community Counseling Services, Andrew Levine, says domestic violence can cause as much mental harm on victims as it does physical harm.
It could bring about symptoms of depression, things like the sense of helplessness, no real sense of hope for the future, and even, unfortunately, in some situations, considering suicide. What you also see a lot of in terms of diagnoses is anxiety issues or even post-traumatic stress disorder.
Dolan and Zimmerman attorneys and counselors at Law reports every year nearly 10 million women and men become victims of domestic violence. With August being National Wellness Month, Levine says using the resources that are around can save many lives.
Best thing that I would recommend is looking at what are your resources. Who are the people who are there for you? Who can you turn to? Friends, family, fellow church members, maybe even someone who you work with. Obviously, a huge issue is going to be housing. Where are you going to go? Another factor that comes up is if you have children.
In Winston County, telling your story, Anthony Jenkins Jr., WCBI News. And you can contact your local law enforcement agency or the 24/7 crisis lifeline if you or someone is dealing with domestic violence.